Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm a Christian without religion, and I'm a former Jehovah's Witness. What's up, YouTube? Once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Roberto. I hope that everything is coming along. Happy Friday across the world. No matter what place you at, what state or country or so forth, it is Friday. And if it is your last day of the week, congratulations. You have made it, which is the goal when you're working, towards your weekend or your days off. So you're just that much closer to having your weekend off, right? Anyway, I just want to say what's up to you and thank you for joining me today. If this is your first time checking me out on one of my videos, I do encourage you, please. Like I did mention a few moments ago, I am a former Jehovah Witness, but I still believe to be a Christian. I still believe in Jehovah and Jesus without the religion, as said. Please feel free to browse around, check my story out, and see a lot of the things that I touched on through my experience and that whole in that whole chapter in my life as living as a religious person under that religion. Please feel free. Please feel free to interact. Drop a comment, a message, a question, whatever you feel free to. Subscribe if you choose to. I appreciate the support, and I encourage you to. This is yet still fairly new, as I had this channel for a couple of months, and I just air out and just speak about my whole ordeal. This is a transition period, so if you're someone that has similar experiences or a similar experience, I should say, um, and you in this same situation where you're now transitioning your life and you continuing on your journey with God on your spiritual venture, so to speak. Um, then this is definitely probably something you might be interested in. I just speak of I'm basically, this is like my journey, so I invite you. There's nothing, I don't, I speak to you as I'm going along. So as what I'm learning and what's becoming new and real to me and what's working for me, I'm just here sharing it with you. And efforts to hopefully that it helps you in a way think about things differently, but also gets you kind of pondering with some questions that you probably might have. So this is what I'm about. I have. You can check out. I have. I'm not gonna go into that if you're new. If you're new checking me out, but I do encourage you to check out other videos. I get down in depth and specifics to my whole transition and everything. So, um, my subscribers, I want to give you a big shout out. I hope that you guys are doing well. I want to send you nothing but peace, okay, and good vibes and positive energy. Um, appreciate you, and I hope that everything is going well on your end. Um, I don't really know if I have Jehovah's Witnesses still watching me. If you do, I appreciate you. If you ex Jehovah Witnesses, wherever you at, I embrace everybody. Whether you ex Jehovah Witness, if you believe into spirituality, I invite all to my channel, because this is my personal channel. This is my personal growth. To me, and I want to make this clear if I haven't said it before, but I'll say it now. Take the moment to say, I believe we all brothers and sisters on this earth, and there's people that choose to take a religious path and go down the path of religion like I once did. And then there's some people that cross over to another path and say, you know, religion didn't work for me. I respect people who walk down that path of religion. I'm gonna walk down a path with God, and I'm okay without religion. You know, and then I believe in that. I believe there's some people that none works. You know, do I cast them out like they're nobody or nothing? You know, do I treat them as they're not part of the human race and they're not my brothers and sisters in that aspect? No. You know, some people believe that, you know, religion or God, you know, the both just, it doesn't work for them. So to me, you're welcome wherever you fit in, wherever you fall at. So, you know, it's nothing but love, you know, and I don't really think I don't see if you're a Jehovah Witness, if you're a true to your where you stand at as a JW, that will sit well with you. So, but I'm unapologetic with that statement. So anyway, moving right along, this is something I wanted to talk about today in the dress. And I was thinking about it and I said, you know what? I want to talk about this with you guys. So check this out. Now, it's not pertaining and aimed at to any specific uh how can I say, it's not I'm not gearing towards any specific religious background. So like it doesn't make a difference if it's Christianity that you affiliated with or you was at a time, or if you know whatever your beliefs is, whatever your religious beliefs is, put it that way. Um when it like to me, I was thinking to me, like, I don't know, you know, and this is where I would need you at. Um where whether you're Jehovah Witness, Buddha, his Hindu, Muslim, Catholic, wherever you're coming from, that you're leaving, whatever religion, put it that way. Just I was just throwing up, you know, some common, well-known religious backgrounds and stuff of that nature. Wherever you are coming from, meaning like myself, wherever you're leaving, I know in that personally speaking, and I'll tell you, it's hard, first of all. If you have left your religion right now, and I'm not only talking to my ex-JW brothers and sisters, I'm not only talking to you guys, I'm talking about to anyone. That X goes in front of anything. Your ex-Jehovah Witness, ex-Mormon, ex-Muslim, ex-Hindu, ex-Catholic, whatever you want to call it. You put that X right before what you was, that old religious title, that's where you at now. I know in the very beginning, a few years ago, it was not easy for me. It was hard in the beginning because you still have that you pretty much mentally, physically, emotionally, and even spiritually, you, you're still in that routine, that religious lifestyle, so to speak. You know that you're in that routine. You're used to, like, you know, Jehovah's Witnesses. You know, we used to go on to the Kingdom. You was used to going to the Kingdom Hall. Every Jehovah Witness, you know, knows that, you know, you got to go to the Kingdom Hall twice a week, and really three times, because you know, if you know, you would have to go 5 meetings a week, then you will have to go to your field service and meet up there. You see what I'm saying? So that's like a third time. So you will be going to this physical, you know, place faithfully 3 times a week. You know, over 10 times a month. You know, so why am I bringing this up? Is because when you're first leaving, you know, your religion, for some it's very difficult. It's very, very challenging. It's very hard, and I commend you. I just want to say I commend you for being brave to taking that step and say, hey, listen, you know what? If this is an issue that I'm gonna have to face and deal with, let God deal with me one-on-one. And I'm with you on that. Because that was my first initial thought when I left. Okay, when I stopped living my life as a Jehovah Witness, I said, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck this. If I have an issue, if I gotta face a consequence, it has to be with the man above. Period. It will have to be me facing my own consequence with God. Not me feeling any ridicule or feel like I'm gonna deal with any persecution or anything like that. No. I made it in my mind. I said, listen, I'm gonna deal with God and God only. So any type of other opinions or criticism or what people put me at, you posted or look, I'm not dealing with it. So if you are there where I was at, then that's commendable. You know, for some people, you know, right now it might not be that easy. It's still you're still processing things. Like, you know, some of the things you might be asking yourself is, you know, how does life go on? Like, what do I do now and stuff like that, and how do you place those habits, that routine that you used to do, you know, at that time, you know, whether you went to, I don't know, if you went to church possibly every Sunday or every week or twice a week, you know, for mass or whatever. You gotta, you know what I mean? It's a whole transition. And I wanted to talk about this because when it comes down to your life and you think about your life overall, you think about the things that's most important to you, the very things that matter, right? So, for example, for quote unquote the average Christian or the average known to be Christian who is religious, as I call them, a religious Christian faithfully goes and they have their religion incorporated with how they live. So let's say if you are, for example, a wife or a husband, and maybe you have your children or whatever. So you have those priorities to take care of your spouse, your marriage, your children at home, and plus the things that has you tied with your religion, meaning going in a place of worship, going a place where you pray. You will probably go out preaching possibly or evangelizing, some stuff of those sorts, right? So that is part of your life, your lifestyle, you know what I mean? And which makes sense if you're a religious Christian, where I, on the other hand, I am a Christian without that religious lifestyle, right? So my point is this: for me, and this is where I need you, for me, speaking for myself specifically, I never, and this is where things is different because see, like for example, Jehovah's Witnesses, and not even Jehovah's Witnesses, but and when it comes down to a family that has religion that is strongly enrooted, you know, it's the root of their family, like meaning that it's something that's like when you look back, oh, my mother and father was, you know, was religious, and my grandparents, and like religion has always played a part in your family line, you know. Um, my point to you is this: that not everybody's that way, you know. Like in other words, I didn't. That wasn't my situation. I found religion and got into religion late. So like the term Jehovah Witnesses have is they're born in. So you got some Jehovah Witnesses, which will include me, that came to understand about that religion as an adult, and I wasn't born into that religion, meaning I wasn't raised to know the teachings traditionally of that. So later on, I became a Jehovah Witness because my parents were both married and they was Jehovah Witnesses all their life. So I came from a different path and different angle. So I will be a Jehovah Witness that's worldly, as I call us, because I came from the world, right? So you got worldly Christians or Jehovah Witnesses that come in, and then you got the born in Jehovah Witness Christians that are born in, right? So my point that I'm getting to is this. For me personally, like it comes down to religion. Where does religion fit in your life before? Is there before part in your life? Like for me, just to clarify what I'm trying to say is like religion's basically never existed for me in my whole life. I found religion in my late 20s and nearly 30. So it's like religion didn't matter to me before I got involved with religion. If you're right now trying to get out of that zone, out of that mindset of how you was taught with religion, then the best thing to keep in mind is, and this is what I want to talk about, is that if you didn't have a life with religion initially, like myself, then to leave, to for it not to matter shouldn't be hard for you. Do you follow what I'm saying? So the thing is, like, does religion matter? Does it really matter? If religion never mattered to you in the first place, and even if you was born traditionally, like you had two parents that and the grandparents and your whole family, if it never mattered to you, either way, in any way you look at it, if religion doesn't matter to you, and you was a part of religion at one point in time for whatever how long, the question you gotta think about, the thing you gotta think about is that if religion never mattered to you at one point, it shouldn't matter to you again. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because, like, I mentioned this before, and I'll say again, I'm the happiest. I'm really the happiest. Me and my God, my family, I'm well, I'm healthy, I'm not lacking nothing. I'm thankful for his blessings, because without him, I won't be here. I'm nothing. I won't even be here to make this little video that and when it comes down to it, I never, when you make something a part of your life, you make it matter. You make it important. And if you never made religion important in the first place, is my point. If you never made religion important in the first place, in your mind or in your heart or in your spirit, if it was never important, then you don't have to be so concerned with ever leaving it. You see, I'm not concerned with anything because I don't make that a significance. I don't make that important. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because, who knows? A few people who just left their religion may be catching this video and be like, this is hard. I'm finding things hard. I just left my religion. It's hard for me to cope, which makes sense. It is going to be hard for you to cope, because you're used to doing a certain thing and have something a part of your life for such a time. But you got to ask yourself, does it matter? Does it matter? And how long will religion matter to you? Think about it. How long would it matter to you? Because if you can answer the question of how long did this would matter, like, in other words, who cares if you left your religion or not? You got to get to that point. Like, yo, fuck it. Like, or forget it. However you want to put it. Like, who cares? It's your life, your choice, your decision, your move. And I just want you to think about that. Are you making your religion still matter to you and be something important in your life? If you left and you're still trying to do that, then you're gonna have issues. You see what I'm saying? So it's like for me, I'm, if another, one of the things I had to learn, and it's something I'll share with you, is this, is that you have to look at your life and see where it was at before your religion, before you was a part of religion. See where your life was at while you was in your religion. And then compare those. And as you comparing, your life before it and while in it, it gives you a better understanding of where you stand at and lie at now. Like I look back now and I'm like, oh man, that's another extra 100 reasons why I'm happy that I'm not there. It's so many things, and especially with my form of religion that, I think they doing now something on another cable channel that's like bringing out more of their business, Jehovah Witnesses business, as far as the process and the things that they did to hide all of the information and everything they did, and that whole thing. Like they bringing more awareness, they bringing out more stuff as far as their concealing information of their sexual pedophiles and their those persons that was within. They bringing out something now, and this month, matter of fact, in a few days, I think I seen on the video on YouTube. They matter of fact, I'm gonna put the link. I'll put the link. It'll be easier, but yeah, it's just another reason why I don't ever will ever consider, and I wouldn't, for me, I would never go backwards, because life is not going backwards. But the truth, at the end of the day, the truth will always come out. And I'm so very thankful that a lot of the whole XJW community, I really want to commend you. That's, y'all guys is amazing, because if it didn't take one person, at least one person, to begin with their voice of the abuse and that was going on in their religion, that right there opened up a whole door, for everyone else to say, hey, you know what? Let me do this. Let me do the same thing. And when it comes down to sexual abuse itself, it's horrible. But let alone when you're suffering and that happens from in a place where spirituality is all combined in that whole setting, and you got your family and everything. It's just a whole horrible mess. But anyway, I steered off traffic. I mean, off topic. But getting back to what I'm saying is this: religion. When you tell yourself that religion doesn't matter no more, you're good. You gotta throw up. You gotta let go of religion if you want to be happy, and especially if you want to continue to be on your spiritual path, your spiritual journey, and taking that walk with God. You see what I'm saying? Because it's you and God at the end of the day. God is with you in the most confined places. He's not only with you in public with people. He's with you in your home. He's with you around your loved ones, your children, your spouses, your family. That's where God is with you at. God is with you in your heart. God is with you in your mind. We live in God's presence. But that's if you choose to believe that. God's presence is not limited in a physical place of where people go to worship. I'm not saying that he's not there, but I'm just saying he's not limited to only being there. And that's something you got to think about. Okay? So, I'm going to tell you, being that, religion doesn't make a difference to me, it is so much way less pressure. I don't feel no personal expectations. I don't feel like, one of the things that I used to deal with, and it was crazy, is like some people, there was like, I think they used to call Jehovah Witnesses super Jehovah Witnesses. like because they go overboard, and because they trying to be like this as Jehovah Witnesses, other Jehovah Witnesses, they will feel bad because they will be like, man, I wish I had that type of faith, or I wish I had that type of zeal is the word they would use. And I don't gotta worry about that. And if you're where I'm at, we don't gotta worry about that. It's not just me. You don't have to worry about that. You could live life happy, loving your Heavenly Father, thanking Him for every day that you see. You're able to see the outside of the earth, the world. You can see the beautiful grass, the trees. I'm just looking out my window as I'm saying it, and you can appreciate your life, your health. You know what I mean, and everything that He's blessed you with. God has put His Spirit in us. We all have a little part of Him. All of us. So anyway, before I conclude, I just wanted to just share this info with you and just let you know that, when it comes down to religion, if you're not leaving, you left religion, you just, if you like me, you're XJW as well, you just left that behind, or whatever religion that you left behind, and it's not going to be easy. Hang in there. It's definitely possible. And I do encourage you to keep. This is the thing. God was with you. If you believe that God was with you while you was in your religion, and if, like me, you believe that God was with you before religion, your old religion, so that means He was with you before. He was with you in the time being. Why would you think that He's not with you right now? You see what I'm saying? It's my point. It doesn't change, guys. It doesn't change. God doesn't change. People change. We change. So what I want to leave you with is this before I conclude and wrap up here, is that I encourage you, like me, to just continue to embrace a more free-spirited life. Okay? You feel free. You feel good. You feel no pressure. It's you and your God and God, and that's all that matters. At the end of the day, it's all about you, God, your family, our health, and all the blessings that we receive on a daily basis. Whether they're big, whether they're small, they're in between. So just embrace the beautiful, greatest gift that we have, which is life. And with that done and said, I'm going to let you go. And I want to thank you so much for being with me throughout my entire video. Share your expression. Tell me where you're at now. Tell me, hey, Roberto, I just left. I did the same thing you did. You're not the only one who, share your thoughts. I don't think that I'm the only Christian without a religion. So if you're a Christian without religion, hit me with a comment below. Say, I'm a Christian without religion just like you. Okay? And share with me. Open up. Let me know something. Is it working for you? Is it not working for you? Is it harder for you? Is it easier for you? What? Listen, guys, I'm going to wrap up here. But before I go, let me traditionally conclude by telling you, I wish you nothing more than peace, happiness, good health, tranquility, and most important, blessings. So till my next video, take care of yourself, and we'll talk soon. Later.